Still with me, Dan? What's up, bro? Looks like it's gonna be a slow night tonight. Howdy, John. Dan was in here and now he's sleeping or something. I don't know. Maybe he'll go get a beer. Hoping to be able to get out of work early Saturday and go out to that T's Auto X and maybe go live for a few minutes. Howdy, Tom. Model T, that would be cool.
What up?
What's up, bro? I get over here and fired my laptop up and it didn't want to connect to the internet again, so it took me a few minutes, but at least I wasn't 20 minutes late.
Oops. Shut my other thing off here. There you
Wiper motor and a window lift motor on a Corolla. Yeehaw.
go. Man, my camera's in a wide angle tonight, isn't it? It's,
Yeah, it is.
it's weird. Who knows?
This is Karen Tuesday at work today.
Yeah, my day was shit day. So
Oh, you remember Marianne Russell?
that sounds way too familiar. Hold on a second.
She lives over on Renoir, as she calls it, Renoir, as a French painter. Howdy, Mohawk. How you doing, brother?
She's all fancy stuff.
Oh, yeah. She got two, a Toyota Highlander and a 4Runner, both with bloat head gaskets.
What's happening, Tom and Dan and John and Mohawk? Yeah, man, I haven't slept for freaking days. Finally got into the dentist today. I knew it wasn't good. Like, yeah,
It ain't no fun, that's for damn sure.
Yeah, they're like, we're gonna have to do a root canal on that tooth. I'm like, crap.
Yeah, but Paul's pretty good though. It depends on who you got, I guess.
Yeah, they referred me to that one over there by Uzzles across the street, Beaver Creek, and then whatever it is, I don't know what it's called.
Over on Lakeview.
Well, the dentist is on Lakeview, but the people that are going to do the root canal are over off of over off Dayton Xenia.
Oh,
Like there's Dave Ussel's offices over
yeah.
there, and then across the street is this oral surgeon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, but because they could get me in fast because they knew I was not feeling well.
They do
Yeah, I woke
anything
up.
for you today?
Just gave me antibiotics, and it's kind of cool. They recommended me go get this. I never knew it existed, but it's acetaminophen and ibuprofen. It's a dual action, and
Uh-huh.
I got this stuff. It works good. Works real well. Somebody just got put some primer on the scamp roof. There you
Yeah.
go. But yeah, now I got like some allergies on top of everything. I'm a hot freaking mess.
Yeah, I did that this morning. Yeehaw.
Well, I cut the grass last night, and that really got me cranking. It's like, damn it.
Come on, kid. Really?
What they calling you?
Yeah, Danny's trying to call me.
Bus wiring on a Jeep. Yeah, that's always fun. I got a Jeep, a Patriot. I'm working on bus communication issues. Transmission's not communicating.
Those are always bad TCMs.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking it is, but I started because I got the harness open and I don't see any bad spots in it. So
Well, Carrie's shop is right out there, or Carrie's son's shop. It's On Point Automotive now, or On Site Automotive now instead of FCI.
yeah, AJ's. Yeah,
No, not AJ. The other kid.
oh, okay. Well,
He has another son.
one of them came out to the shop. It wasn't AJ, and programmed a PCM for me the other day in an old van.
Oh yeah, a little scrawny guy with a Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't remember his name.
he's pretty good.
He is. He's wiry as hell, but he's pretty good.
Yeah, I was asking him about the truck because I fired it up with that cam and won't idle, and he's like, "Yeah, you're gonna have to. It's gonna need tuned." I was like, "Yeah, I know."
I got a 03 Chevy truck that would want to start. The starter would, you hit the key, it would crank, shut off, crank, shut off, crank, shut off. And for a couple hours, I'm going through this thing, and finally, the interior fuse box, I unplugged it because it had a short to ground. It only had 1.7 volts on the yellow wire that should have battery voltage.
Oh crap!
Unplugged it, starts up and runs.
Huh. Hunter had
I've
something
never
weird like
replaced
that.
an interior fuse box.
Hunter had one on a Cobalt or no, not a Cobalt,
That'd been a body control.
a Canyon, one of the trucks. And it was screwed up. What's up, Chris? Can't bus, yeah.
Hung the exhaust into my truck yesterday. Dang, Dan, you're getting all kinds of busy.
Yeah, he got out there and fixed it, he said last night.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Travis had a abbreviated live last night.
Chris 103 Customs. What's happening, man? New to my stream. Thanks for coming.
Let's see. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know how long I'll be on here, to be honest.
No, you're good, bro.
I'm
I'm just glad I was able to make it on here.
What's up, Ken? How you doing, brother man?
Tall, yeah. Ken. I didn't see you on there, dude. How you been? It's been a while.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of your posts, but I haven't caught you on live at all.
What is this thing doing? Trying to like some comments, and it's like it puts the like on it, and then decides to take it back on.
Lunchtime.
Lunchtime. There you go. What's up, Mohawk? Oh man.
Yeah, dude, I sounded just like that this morning.
It's just been a day. Well, the last 2 days have been.
Best way to remove a windshield.
I had to close the shop and leave for. I left for 2 hours. Well, almost 2 hours. Like,
yeah, they'll get over it.
Yeah. They're like, we closed today. I was like, I'll be back.
3M made a windshield removal kit. I don't know if they still have it, just because I've just not done a windshield in forever.
Some guitar string.
Yeah, guitar string, or we used MIG wire to cut one out.
Yeah.
A hammer. That'll definitely do it, but it's gonna be messy as hell.
Nice. 401 Stroker LS. Heck yeah. Yeah, I got mine fired up. I put a new cam in it and stuff.
It's piano wire, yeah, same thing. Same
tuned.
Concept.
Yeah, piano wire, right. Yep, saws right through that stuff. Dad would take that and feed it through, and then he would put like paint paddles on each end and just saw that sucker out of there. Nice warm day helps too, because that glue gets malleable, Grab me a freaking windshield. That's right.
Now, depending on what it's in, sometimes it's cheaper just to pay someone to put a windshield in it. Because by the time you're done buying the glue and everything else,
getting it cleaned up.
Yeah. I paid that guy to do my windshield, and I paid $180. And it's a lifetime warranty. I
just realized something. I hit 3,100 subscribers. 3,102.
No shit.
Yeah, I don't know when that happened. It's been last night.
200,000 views.
Nice. Got 441 subscribers. So getting there.
I figured
Dakota, what's
200,000 views was actually kind of high.
Because I don't even. Let's see.
Hey, Dakota.
Where am I at view? I'm getting close to 1 million. Like really close. Yeah. Like really close. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, 960,000. But that's I've had way more. I've had 2 more years than you have. So
yeah.
I've got one TikTok that's over 5 million views. Just one of them.
I had somebody trying to play in mine, so I shut it down and restarted
it. TikTok gets weird with like the security stuff sometimes.
Good to see you too, Dakota.
Yeah, man.
I noticed tonight, I looked through and I saw a few other guys that were doing this live right about the same time, and I didn't even know it. But
it's a free world.
You're not trying to step on nobody. I know, but it's just not trying to step on nobody's toes.
Right. That's why I cut my Thursday down to an hour, because I wanted to get over to Buff's thing,
Mike's car hole.
What's up, Mike?
What's up? I saw him on Red Eyes, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah. He stops by every now and again.
Yeah.
Oh, that's papers I gotta fill out before I go to the questionnaire crap for the doctor.
When I was in there last time, I was in there for like 4.5 hours because they were so busy.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to be in there a while.
You offered me some nitrous, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, they asked me, they said, are you okay with gas? I'm like, yes. Plenty, please.
Red Eye's a pretty down-to-earth dude. He's got a bunch of friends out there.
Yeah, I like old Red Eye. He's a good dude.
Now that's another thing that I found out. The guy that cut the glass out of the Camaro when we were doing all the body work, um, someone had made a blade for his Sawzall. It was like a, I don't know, big flat metal spatula
Oh,
that
I've seen those. Yeah.
it laid flat against the glass and it cut all that glue out.
Hmm.
And man, I'm telling you what, it went quick.
I had when I was over at the county, we had gasket scrapers that would go on the Sawzall. There was one either
Yeah,
like you had one this way or this way, and I mean that thing,
yeah.
like when we were doing one of those big old Cummins heads like this long, it's like it just cut that
Uh-huh.
crap right off there. It's like a little stainless steel
Yeah, the
knife,
big ass
man.
belt sander was freaking cleaning off.
Yeah. Have you seen the little skinny belt sanders you can get? And we got one
I
at the
almost
shop.
got one.
It's great for cleaning caliper brackets, dude. It is so good. You just put that baby in the vents, turn that thing on, and I mean, it cleans those grooves out.
I bought some
It's
big ones
nice.
that are at lifetime.
Your your microphone's freaking out. Oh, it's your internet.
You froze up.
No, you froze up. Yeah, you're frozen right now.
Really? It looked like you froze
Yeah.
up.
No, it's you freezing up. I mean, it could be me. I don't know, but
I see.
it's
No,
definitely
whatever.
you're definitely stopping on my end too. That's funny.
Okay. But no, I've not bought one of the belt sanders yet. So that's why I haven't bought one.
Yeah,
But I got brand new files, and I got them at a decent price, and they're all lifetime warranty now instead of 1 year.
right.
So it's easier to clean up the copper brackets now.
Yeah, the fan noise is
Yeah, the
definitely
ceiling
noticeable.
fan
Yeah.
in here has got a little squeak in it.
Squeak, squeak,
Well, the
yeah.
problem is when it was cold in here, I turned on the little heater and it sounded like freaking Darth Vader.
Yeah, that thing was weird.
Every time it cycled back to the right, it would. No, that fan needs to be changed. That fan has not been used in forever. This
Some
room doesn't
WD,
get
baby.
used till now.
Oh, I got my cooling fan today for the radiator. Not that I was anywhere in the mood of putting it on,
You
but
find another elbow for the throttle body?
I did. I did some late night Amazoning Saturday night. I got a tune-up kit for the lawnmower,
Oh shit!
the fan,
Was there alcohol involved?
possibly. Oh, check this out. So remember that lens I'm missing on the camper from when I got in that accident? It was like $12
Yeah.
for the lens, but I could get a whole friggin' light for $2.88. So I just popped the
Uh-huh.
lens off, put it on, and I'm like, well, I need a dome light in the truck anyway because I had to take it out when I put the roll bar hoop in. I'm like, that'd make a perfect dome light. But yeah, I
Yeah.
got the
Right.
fan.
No, Dan, it's not
And
rocking or nothing. It's just 18 years old.
this is old.
It's
Yeah,
old.
I got the silicone elbow. I got a 90-degree, and then I forgot I've got 4-inch exhaust tubing left over from when I did the truck. So I'm just gonna cut a piece of that to get it over,
Yeah.
away from the engine heat. Put it on that silicone elbow, and then I've got the other end for the filter or the, well, I won't have the mass airflow once it's done. I did get that wired up correctly, by the way. I was having problems with it because I separated. I put the air temp in
New
the
guys
intake.
garage. What's up?
What's up, new guys?
Yes.
So,
But see, you want both of those
I have. So I figured out because
because you can switch them back and
because
forth.
my harness is old, so it's got just the 3 wire instead of the 5. So it's split. So looked at the
Yes.
wiring diagrams for the newer style sensor and the old harness and got them wired up properly. So it's actually working. And it actually makes the truck actually wants to idle with the mass airflow on it right now. But as soon as you unhook it, man, it just you got to rev it up, like hold it open, and then it actually gets
Yeah.
running out of gas. I think it's
I
taking
mean,
a
once
bunch
it
of
goes in
timing.
closed loop, you don't need it anyway.
Right. So, yeah. So it'll just be running on
You don't
density and
think
not on
doing
speed.
a J turn like on the Rockford Files is bad on a Turbo 350?
Well,
Well, that all depends.
I've seen it done.
As long as the chassis is tight,
Yeah.
we'll let it rip.
Yeah. Transmission might
Dan,
get a
I got
little.
ceiling fan in every single room, and this is the only cheap ceiling fan that's not been swapped out yet, just because this room hasn't been used in ages.
Yeah, the one in my bedroom, if I run it on high, it annoys the shit out of me at night.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to shoot that fan.
Well, this is one of those white box, probably $20 fans and every single room had it when I bought the house, and I changed all of them but this one.
Yep.
It's okay if you film it. Yeah, I agree. That's, yeah.
Yeah, I think I know I've replaced every fan in this house probably more than once. Pissed me off. I bought the fan that's in my dining room. It's a real nice looking fan, nice light. It's got the remote. And the fucking when the tornadoes came through a couple years ago and it knocked the power out for like a hot second,
Mm-hmm.
now the remote won't work. And
Yeah, you have to reset it.
oh,
Mine did it too.
I've done everything. It won't reset.
Oh,
Dude.
that sucks.
Yeah. And so it only runs on low. What's that?
Look at Dakota's question. I got a story about that one.
Yeah.
76 Camaro.
Yeah, Jim. That was the first time I ever seen that happen, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Well, that was an old. Well, like the ratchet shifter, like Art give you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, it's in the truck. That's what's up until I find something better. Which I'm about past the. I think I'm past the budget for the year already on that truck, but I really don't need a whole lot more to finish it. So that's one good thing. Like
Just
literally,
time.
if I get a drive shaft, yeah, and just everything. Now it's just bolting everything on. I've got.
Yeah. Everybody, did you ask everybody here to see if anybody here had one?
Oh, a drive shaft? No.
Yes.
I'm just gonna go out to pick your part and tape measure and find me one.
Okay.
You know, they used to be open on Sunday down there off of 35. And Saturday I was busy because I had a side job to do and some other shit.
Yeah.
And then I got up Sunday morning and I was actually getting ready to call you like, hey, you want to go for a ride? You know, go out to the west side. And there's a train wreck. There's train wrecks fucking everywhere, isn't there?
Yeah, it's.
There's a big
think
fire.
It's set up too.
There's a big fire over in the East End right now, dude. I walked outside to go to the. I was going to get my medicine from Walgreens. I'm like, somebody's got a fire going. So then, as I'm coming back down the hill, you know, I can see it. I'm like, no, there's a big fire down there.
Yep.
But yeah, I was getting ready to call you, and I was like, oh, I better make sure they're open today because it's Easter, you know. And it says they're closed on Sunday now. I'm like, shit. Like, that was really convenient to be able to go there on Sunday. Yep. And I think they just did that this year because I was talking to Hunter, like, back in the fall, and we were going to go out there. And he went out there with his buddies, and it was open on Sunday. So they must have just changed it.
Wait till summer. I think it'll change back.
Yeah. And like I said, all it is now is just time, getting everything done. They got a big weekend race already.
Oh, God.
Killcare this weekend. Oh no, that's not good. Yeah. Do an old Rockford J turn.
And again, Dakota, it all depends. My old Grand Prix, I did it in that car and it didn't hurt the transmission, but it sure
It's
as shit smoked the tires.
yeah, it's almost like if you're moving good and the tire is allowed to slip, which I mean, you got enough power to do it. I don't. Yeah, I just would try not to do like a neutral drop. Like I would, get it going backwards, put it in neutral, put it in drive, and then romp it. Don't
No,
like
Dan,
don't have
your
it on the
transmission
floor.
won't appreciate it, but it
No,
may
it
work.
won't. It's gonna be like when Tony blew that transmission up in Slaghammer and fucking Mr. Will got all PO'd at him about blowing it up
Yeah.
in neutral drop. It's like it's his fucking transmission. What was that? Oh,
Yeah. I was doing a little bit of looking on a couple lives last night, and man, there's Fox Body guys that got their own little clan out there. But luckily, a couple of those guys that come into our group and talk to us
mm-hmm.
was over there, and I think he would have run me off. But most of those guys out there just don't, they really don't care. They just have a lot of good information if you got a Fox Body. Lars, what's up? Um, see, it was Sublime and ah, I have to give me a minute. I have to remember him. The other one that always goes live, always live. Sublime and his buddy.
Lars, brother man, what's up? Did you get that big old ass fish cleaned up yet? We ready to eat it? Did you see that video he did?
Yeah.
I was like,
God.
he said he caught the Loch Ness monster. I was like, whew. I thought that was Moby Dick. Thank God. What's
Go,
up, Art?
Dr. Art.
How you doing, bub? He had
I
he had a special visitor the other day.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's pretty
That was
cool.
pretty neat.
Yeah. Like I said, they live right down the road from each other.
Oh God, did some unexpected J turns when I hit some black ice. Yep, been there, done that.
Whips. Ooh, excuse me.
Did that in an old '79 Dodge truck going down 675.
Big nasty.
Yeah, big ugly thing.
Big nasty. Bad new ride. That truck.
JB.
I think everybody owned that truck.
Just
like
before
John
it burned
had
down.
it, Bob had it, you had it, James had it, like everybody.
And then old Sparky, he finished it off.
Oh shit! Look who's in here. The deplorable.
I know. Quit talking about
What's
the S10. He's gonna sabotage it.
JB? Oh, he's gonna mess that thing up in the middle of the night. I know he is.
Hey Don, what's up?
Said he clicked Dr. Art's link to Tony's video, came back error 3 times. Huh. Tony probably deleted it. Got too many views. Or not enough views. That's all he worries about. JB, how you doing, brother? Yeah, I think I'll be laying low this week. That's why I decided to get on here. I'm like, I'm not.
You not gonna get on Thursday?
I don't know. What do you think?
Man, you ain't doing nothing.
This
but,
isn't just one root canal. It's got 4 roots on it, so I don't know.
I dig it. I know.
Yeah. Well, you've had it. I've never had it done. You had to tell me. I don't know.
Wait, he's really good. So
Okay.
I went right to work.
Well, that's
after
what everybody
work
said. That's what everybody
and
said.
I had no pain whatsoever.
Well, the
Damn,
other side.
Art, 400 subs. That's badass.
Great. That's awesome, Dr. Art. Heck yeah, good for you, buddy. Well, the exact opposite tooth on the other side. This is the only teeth I've ever had filled, and I had them done up here on the corner.
Yeah.
And that lady tried to kill me when she did it. I'm just letting you know. And like 7 or 8 years ago, well, you probably remember when I had to have it pulled because it was so rotten they couldn't even do it. So I went to the same place. Uzzle sent me across the street because it was really bad. And they're like, oh yeah, we can't do that. You're just gonna have to get it pulled. I'll tell you what though, the guy that he has come out and pull teeth, Uzzle, this guy is a giant, like 7 feet tall. He sat on
Arms
my
as
lap.
big as your head.
Yeah, he sat on my lap, pulled the whole top off. All the roots were stuck, but he got all those 4 roots. I never felt anything. This guy knew where every nerve was. Like he was a shit.
Polishing on aluminum slots. Dizzy dropped off yesterday. Got a lot of it. Yeah. Elbow grease. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that for your man?
Does Dizzy live around you, Don? Tooth dirty. That's what time my appointment was. I walked in the dentist and I said, I have an appointment at 2:30. She's like, oh, real cute. Real cute.
Go live Thursday at 2:30.
I don't even know if I'll be home at 2:30 yet.
But yeah, I mean, when I had it done last year, I went right to work and felt nothing.
Okay. Well, I'm not, so I told them I'm taking Thursday and Friday off. They can.
But the only thing that hurt is where they shot me with the shot, the needle. That's the only spot that was uncomfortable. But other than that, I just went back to work.
So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess if I feel well enough, I will.
Well, I want to be able to go see T at his Auto X Saturday. So if I get out at a decent time, I'm going to go back to work.
Yeah.
And then, if anything, I'll just work a little bit Saturday morning and then shoot straight out there.
Got ya. Second on the Powerball on the drill.
Missouri.
Oh, wow, he did come up. Yeah. I thought he was down there by the track.
Oh, that's cool. Almost new front runners. Well, front runners are fun, just not on the street. I tried that. Don't like it.
Remember, I didn't even run front runners. I ran those big old, like, 225, 75, 15s off of like a Geo tracker. Brian, what's up, brother?
Yeah, I'll never run a set of front runners again.
Yeah, I'll probably put a street tire on it for sure. I was looking at those Nitto drag ET drags or whatever they are. Nitto.
I got a set at the shop right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to put on the truck. Is the Nittos. I thought I saw a picture. I was like, are those the Nittos I was just looking at?
I think I'm going to go ahead and get another set of my what is it, the 195Rs before No Names.
165Rs, the
Yeah,
Volkswagen tires.
165. Yeah.
Good luck, because I don't think they make them anymore.
Well,
I had
my problem is I bought those like 8 years ago.
What's up, 6%?
6%, my dude.
Get some Hoosiers. Yeah.
My
I ran Hoosiers for a long time. A very long
slicks
time.
are Hoosiers, but my street
I'll-
tires are Nittos.
I will have to agree that, yeah. I don't have all that power, though. I don't have to have a slick tire. I should be able to run on a hard tire.
Hey, dude, those, yeah, the lift bars,
Mm-hmm.
Caltrax. We just
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah, those are going to be the equalizers, I'm pretty sure.
Oh man, it
I'm
planks
gonna
those
run
tires
it.
so damn hard.
I'm going to run it with these 14-inch Futura tires that are on it now and see what it does. So,
It tried to hook on my Cooper Cobras.
yeah. Well, there's a guy I've been going back and forth with. His channel's called KY No Prep, and
Yes.
they run on a he's like, I get these tires at Walmart, and this thing's a small block nitrous S10 with Caltrax, and it will pull the front wheels and carry them past the 60 foot. I was
Yep.
like, holy crap. Said street.
If I dropped the air pressure down in my 295s, it would probably hook really good, but it just feels sloppy.
I don't think they still make them, Dan, but they're on my truck. It looks like an old BFG tread pattern on it. I don't even know how old they are or anything, but they're probably crap. But, you know, I don't know.
Well, I know they've got the new Cooper has that new G1.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad price tire, but it's one of the first street tire to pull 1G from a stop. An actual street tire, not a DOT slick.
Was it on
With
a
a street
Hellcat with a blower? The last call.
Yeah, I got a 295/50 on the Camaro.
$150,000 fucking Hellcat. So stupid. I don't agree with that shit.
All I know is I tried to mess with one in my truck, and he left me sitting like I was nothing.
Oh yeah, they got power, dude. But they're fucking retarded expensive. It's like I could build an 8-second car for, probably 40 grand. Why the fuck do I want to
Dan,
go
I
buy
think
one?
it was launching, and it was on a road course car, but they launched it at like 4,000 RPM, and it just took off. You can look up the G1 video.
Oh, the 6 did got the. You know what's funny about that G1 is when they were. Excuse me.
Yeah, it's a regular radial tire, not a drag tire.
When BFG, if I remember right, when BFG came out with the drag radial, they were testing it, and they actually had guys at Killcare. They gave them this tire, and it was called a G1, and it was actually
I remember that.
Yep. Remember, they were just giving them away. Like, I didn't want them. I'm like, I don't want the fucking street
tires. Well, they went from that
to
the Advantage TA, though, too, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Half full waterbed mattress in the bed will make anything hook.
I might have some bags of concrete in the back of there by accident, too. Just letting you know. But yeah, definitely a waterbed mattress will do it. Yeah, that thing should be okay. Its Achilles heel is going to be the ring and pinion or the axle, I'm sure. But yeah, it was kind of cool to see that tire come around. And then we were like, well, what is this thing? You know, and they're like, oh, and then you may also remember this that General Tire gave us tires to test that were drag radials. They were called. They never came. They never made it though. Like we tested them,
Yeah.
and they never made a drag tire. But General actually was trying to get in that market.
Yeah. I don't remember that one.
Yeah, it was within a couple years, and then of course, you know, this is before everything went to hell in the country. But
Right.
Moroso, when we would sign up, when we would buy a permanent number, we'd get this whole box of shit from the NHRA. It was like Moroso sent us a real nice air filter and you know, our cleaner, and then K&N would send us a filter, and uh, just they would just send us all this shit, you know,
Yeah.
to put on the car and try. And you know, now they don't do any of that shit. They want you to buy
Um,
it and then say, "Oh, this sucks," and then not be able to send it back. You know,
Dakota, the Mastercrafts, they rotted out pretty quick, but the BFs, they did last a long time. But I think I killed 2 or 3 sets of BF Goodrich radial TAs on my Camaro one summer.
you've got two
And
9550s on it now, don't you?
yeah,
Mm.
but I went to Dunlop GT qualifiers before I went to the Cooper Cobras. Those tires lasted forever, and they actually hooked when they got hot. The BFs, they never hooked. I hated it. 3116.5s. Jesus
Well,
Christ.
you know, I'm a big Cooper fan. That's for sure.
Well, my
Oh, he's
295s,
yeah,
they actually,
he's got
that's
big
a big
tires.
ass tire.
Yeah. 3116.5 was like a pro mod tire. It was,
That's a big ass tire.
that is a big tire.
Well, my Hoosiers are only 2810s. They're not even 2810.5s, but they're going on a 10-inch wheel, so I'm not concerned.
I never ran wider than a 9-inch tire. I always ran uh,
You
28,
went the 9.5 on your
28
29s.
9.5s. Yeah, 28 9.5s was about as wide. And I didn't really like the 9.5s because they were too wide on the wheel. My favorite one was a Hoosier, a 30 by 9. That tire
That's
worked
it.
good.
Yeah, that's the weird one. Yeah.
That tire worked really good, and it was cheap because nobody used it because it was tall. But man, that thing would. I didn't have to do a burnout. It would hook. I could just roll through, clean it off.
You know, Dakota, I don't think they even got the Dunlops anymore, to be honest.
I got the Dunlops.
Wait, we're talking about tires.
Oh,
Have
yeah,
I seen
Brian's
your
car is a
car?
freak. It's got the big old like '70s vibe with the tires sticking out past
I
the
think I've seen
fender.
it.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
have to
a
go back
black.
over and look.
Yeah, it's a black climber a duster. You know, I think it's a
Yeah, I've
duster.
seen it.
Mm, it's pretty sweet. Tennis balls.
Yeah,
I don't
what?
have tennis balls.
Tennis balls?
I don't know what that means.
Word, Dan. Word.
He's got the squirrel. Oh, that's cool, Don. I think he said that those slots had old G60s on it. That would be cool.
I had, what was that? The ones I had on mine, N50s or something.
N50s
What
were
was
the
it?
big ones. Yeah, I had a I had a
Those
Fairmont one
tires
time.
sucked.
I had a Fairmont one time with a 6-cylinder that had G60s on the back of it. The only way I could get it to even spin the tire was just to floor it and neutral drop it.
Oh, Dunlop made tennis balls.
Oh, I was confused.
Yeah, me too. I was like, where did tennis balls come from?
Yeah, I'm like, where did fucking tennis balls go? I don't know. Dan likes to throw his curveballs all the time, but it's good. Keeps the brain healthy, Dan. Thank you, buddy.
That it do. Keeps you thinking.
315.60.
No, if Fairmont didn't let a neutral drop it because he tried. I remember that.
It would or would not.
It would not.
So you had to pull it. If you neutral dropped it, you had to go all the way into low, and then it would let you do it. And you know why that wouldn't let you do it? Because it had a Japanese transmission, and it was called a Jatco.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, the C4s would let you neutral drop. The thing is, a lot of those things said they had C4s in them, but they had a transmission called a Jatco in it. And it was a Japanese made C4, and it was a piece of shit.
I remember when Brian Barker, I can't remember what car it was. It was an Oldsmobile, I think, that he neutral dropped in front of the house one day.
Mm-hmm.
That was the most smoke from a tire I've seen. Jesus.
Probably one of his Pontiacs or Oldsmobiles.
Instant.
Yeah.
It went from sitting still to just pillows of smoke flopping off the tire. And I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, you know what? That wasn't a Fairmont I'm talking about. That was a Granada.
The one you had the little scoop on?
Yeah, remember my two-door Granada? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and so I did that. I neutral dropped it, and I broke it. So when you put it in drive, it wouldn't even go. I had to put it all the way into low. I had one of them floor shifter like it's in the truck, one of those old cheapo, you know. And yeah, so after I did that, you had to literally manual shift it. You had to go low.
Oh God.
And Brian's brother bought that off of me, Robbie. And
yeah,
he used to run the fuck out of that thing. They ended
Is that the one he threw in reverse on 35?
Yes. Yep.
Jesus.
Yep. That was ugly.
That kid was nuts.
Yeah,
He did that to a Chevy pickup truck and put it on its lid.
Mm-hmm. Well, he did it one time and he went through the fence and almost went into the hydro bowl. Like they're out there just screwing around. Like that was the thing they were doing for like a couple months. You know, like, oh, let's get out on Route 4 and act like a fucking idiot. And yeah, it fishtailed real bad and damn near went in the drink. Yeah.
I had to pay to see it. 315.60. Woo! Dang, Mohawk.
That's a big one.
Yeah, that's what Jeremy wants to put on his Firebird. Mr. Buck. Thanks for stopping in, homie.
What's happening, Mark? How you doing, brother? Buck's probably just getting home from work too, isn't he? Or he may be at work still. He works.
I think he's at work. It's normally about the time he gets on here.
Yep. All right, brother, man. I think I've had enough.
Cool, bro.
So I will see y'all later. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Try and get out there and fix something. I'm out.
Did you figure out the redirect? He's not feeling too hot right now, Buck. What were you asking? You worked till 10. Oof. I left at 4:30 today because I had to take my dogs to the vet for their yearly checkup. I typically leave work around 4:30 or 5 every day. I get there at 7. By 4 o'clock, I'm ready to roll the hell out. I had a couple weird ones at work today, man. It just seemed like all the Karens were coming out to the shop today. Just couldn't get a break. Work from 2 to 10. Yeah, I remember that shift. Luckily, we closed. The store closes at 6, so sometimes I'm there till 6, depending on what I'm working on. Karen, yeah, true that. Mohawk, I used to have that schedule. I work from 6 until 3. I miss it so much, but they changed a lot of stuff, and none of the technicians are allowed to get there before 7 a.m. now, which I think is a little bit ridiculous because I loved working at 6 a.m. because nobody was around for a couple hours. I got a lot done. But boy, I had some humdingers coming in today. One of those were, yeah, you just didn't want to talk to them. You didn't want to listen to them. There was no reasoning with them. You didn't know any better. They did. So 8 to 4:30. Yeah, that's my typical schedule anymore. The cherry pickers. Yeah, they did, Jason. Well, and I think John Purvis had something to do with that too. He didn't want Tex being there before the store was open, from what I heard. But I could probably do it again. I just got to ask before I get another alarm code. Yeah, I love getting home early. It gives you so much more time to get things done. $2:15 to 12:45. What do you do, Brian? That's a long shift. Man, there are sometimes I can't stay up too late. There's times we've been on here till 10:30, 11 o'clock, and it's hard for me to hit the shower before I go to bed. CNC, nice. I ran a CNC a couple times. I miss being a machinist. Cool. That's nice. Give you time to get a lot of stuff done only working 410s. Dan, there's a job for everybody, man. Even if you want to be, laid back, I'm sure you can find something. It's hard for me to sit around. I go crazy. It's like when it was when it was raining. I don't have a garage, so the car's just sitting out in the driveway covered up. I went and got all that stone and did my backsplash in my kitchen and all kinds of cool shit inside the house until I got time to go outside. Weed dealers are laid back. Well, some of them. pizza job. I delivered pizzas for a little bit. I didn't like it. Hey, it's not illegal till you get caught, Dakota. At least that's what I've been told by a friend. Oh, Winston cigarette. God, I haven't heard that in forever. Man, I haven't spent a lot of time in jail. It's not a good place for me. I try not to get caught. Killed a man with a mop bucket, huh? He ground in it? No, it's not a good place. No one belongs there. They just end up there for being stupid. And I wore that stupid badge that night. So been many times I've been cuffed, but not taken to jail, thank God. But it was all for a good cause. You farted in a holding cell. Ah. So what have you been doing to your Firebird, Dakota? Oh hell, Brian, I'm not worried about it. It's not anything that I'm concerned about. Uh, Man, Mohawk, thanks for coming in, dude. It's always been fun. That Bondo dust washed off. And when we did all that work to my body on the Camaro, I wore a mask. It always made me sneeze really damn bad, so I just said to hell with it. I wore a mask, and um, I tried to blow off all that dust before I got in my truck, but I felt so much better after wearing a mask after doing all that body work. Beforehand, I didn't, and I just felt run down. My dad recently started wearing a mask. Wish he'd have done it a long time ago. There were a few carburetors. Finally got a good one. Got new tires put on. Well, what's really cool about your brakes is those calipers are really damn cheap. Even the rears are cheap. It's the same rear disc brakes they put on the Cadillacs, Camaros, Firebirds, all that stuff. They're really cheap. So if you had rear disc brakes, yeah, Bondo dust was some of the causes of COPD and all that other shit too. I have got a couple carburetors that have been sitting around. I've got in plastic bags that I've been trying to find someone I'd give these things to. My 79 had rear drum, but I blew a wheel cylinder going down the track once, and it was about a 10.05 on the old pucker scale, but I got slowed down. But I got the rear disc brakes on it now, and I love it. You barely touch that brake pedal, but dude, and you're stopping so fast. Well, a lot of people look for the disc brake rear ends where you really don't have to. You can just order the brackets for $100 and then go get the rear disc brakes and um, rotors. Hello, Wendy. Well, the only ones that had rear disc brakes was the Z28 Camaro. Firebird, I'm not super sure on, but I know the heavy duties did, and I know the TAs did. But as far as Camaros go, the Z28 was the absolute only one that had disc brakes. But having those wheel woods on the front and those other ones on the back, dude, that thing stops so freaking fast. I love it. That camshaft doesn't give it a whole lot of vacuum for the booster. I've probably got two good, strong brake pedals until it goes rock solid, and then you just got to stand on it. Nice and bright. They're done. I have got a 650 Holly and this other Holly. I don't know what CFM it is. I have to look it up. I think I had another. Let me get back to you on that. They're in a cabinet at work. Took them straight off the car and stuck them in a bag after emptying the flow bowls, so they didn't get covered in dust. They ran on the car. They just wanted, to take the manual choke off and put electric choke on and stuff. So he has said he was polishing some slots, but I thought he said he had almost new front runners on them. I thought he meant tires. Yeah, I bought my center lines for my car years and years ago, and if I could get the wheels I want, I put mine up for sale. But until then, probably not. Centerline quit making them again. Yeah, a couple of my buddies got the flat faced center lines with the rivets. I always liked the 5-spoke Convo Pros. I've had them on that car for a long time. There's tires on the rims. He had mentioned, Don had said something about front runners, and we weren't sure if he meant the actual tire or the wheel itself. Yeah, no holes. I know what you mean. The solid faced wheel. Dakota, I saw those Convo Pros in a Carcraft magazine forever ago when I was a kid. I told my dad I will have a set of those on one of my cars, and I do. And you don't see them nowhere no more. You see them on race cars every once in a great while, but you don't see them on the street anymore. You see them all the time. Dad had a set of those on his 67 Camaro when it first got on the road. Dude, the chrome was flaking off so bad, we ended up putting a set of Corvette rallies all the way around it. He likes Corvette rallies so bad. But now we've got, I think, Warrior wheels, the centerline Warriors on the front, and a set of Weld drag lights on the back with the slicks. The centerline Warriors was a 15-inch wheel that Jeremy had on his Malibu that he sold. So we didn't have the matching wheels. Oh yeah, Dakota, that sounds cool. When I first got my Camaro, it had Oldsmobile Cutlass wheels on it. They were bright red, and the car was primer gray. It looked so bad. They heated the front springs, and it was dragging the ground. It was so bad, but I only give $600 for the car and put several thousands back into it. Yes, old super stocks on a Camaro. It looked retarded, and they were bright fire engine red. I got rid of those and put a set of those um, gold aluminum Hurricanes all the way around it with a unilug. How gross! I busted the right side lug studs on the back axle when I had those aluminum Hurricanes on it, and luckily I was just, I don't know, a quarter mile maybe from Super Shops where my other brother worked, and I limped it over there. Um, and we ended up having to put 4 of the 5 lug studs. Yeah, that's right. James did have those wheels. I forgot about that. Those things were so ugly. Then I went from those aluminum Hurricanes to Corvette rallies, 8 inches on the back and then 6s on the front. I ran those wheels forever until I got my Convo Pros in 99 or 2000.
Excuse me, Dad. It's only 9:45. Is it still okay to do one here?
Sorry. It sounds like a drag race style wheel. So it wasn't actual Amoroso front runner tire. It was actually just the wheels that he was talking about. Um, so drag lights is the aluminum polished wheel with the 8 small holes on the inside of the wheel. Yes. So that's not an actual slot. I've got a set of those in the back of my truck that Jason's probably ended up putting on the S10. There you go, Don. Here's Don.
There's Don.
All right.
All right. For the fronts, these.
Yes. Yeah, those should be like Krager drag lights.
Yeah, they got a like the inner and outer are pressed around the centerpiece here.
Yes.
I can see where you'd say they wouldn't be good for the street.
No. Sorry. When you said front runner, I thought you were meaning the actual Hoosier tire front runner,
Oh.
not the
I
wheel.
wasn't sure
That-
about what these rims were called. Are these drag lights?
Yes.
All right, because they still had stickers on the back of them. They're that, and I didn't even
Right.
polish. I didn't even polish this one yet.
That's awesome, man.
Ugh.
No, the tire I meant was it's a bias ply tire that's made for the drag strip.
All right.
But no, that wheel's great because you just need a lug nut. It's a 2-inch shank and whatever thread pitch
Yeah.
you got.
And then we got these.
Oh, the big old slots. Yeah.
Some G60s.
Hell yeah.
I got a lot of polishing to do on these bad boys yet.
And it's the right bolt pattern?
Yeah, they're Unilug. I'm not crazy about the Unilug, but
No, that's the aluminums that I had on mine, and I broke 4 of my studs. But they also came loose, and that's why it happened.
yeah. I was wondering if JB could make me a shim for in here because it doesn't sit on the center hub like a normal steel rim does.
Yeah, he could probably make an eccentric for you. They've got the like nylon plastic ones that you can buy to put in those.
Yeah, I've been sitting here polishing. Dizzy come up yesterday. See, I had a
Is it
set of
weld
4
drag lights? And Krager was the heavier wheel. Yeah, Brian was saying it's a weld drag light, and then the Krager is a heavier of the two.
Yeah, those
Hub
those
centric,
front-
yes.
those are 15-inch. They don't look right on the car. These slots are 14 inch. And those front ones are 15. It's like,
Yeah. No, it's okay. Hell,
I know
the way
the rubber's a little tall though. I mean, it's got
the
good
way
rubber
they've been
on it.
setting up the drag cars now is they're putting 15s on the rear and 17s on the front. Some are 18s.
Really?
Yep. Both the wheels are aluminum.
Yeah, a lot of elbow going into these bad boys.
Oh yeah.
I've always been a fan of aluminum slots. Dizzy's like, hey, I'll trade you these set for those 413 heads. They're just going to sit on the bench out there anyway.
Right. Yep. Better just get rid of them and trade them off. I've done that a few times.
And he brought me a set of slicks out there that's about half used. They still got a couple runs on them, but I don't know. I'll probably twist a drive shaft if I put those on.
Well, you're trailering it there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's too far to drive. I need to make sure everybody I get home.
I totally agree. Twisted Mopar Garage. What's happening, man?
Good evening. Yeah, I'm going to air these 14s up tomorrow. Hopefully they hold air. He had these in storage. He let the pressure out of them so they didn't dry rot. These front rims. But I aired them up today and they were leaking around the bead real light.
Yeah,
Probably because they've been sitting forever.
right. Definitely enjoying the weather, man. I love it right now.
Oh, we was up to 76 today. It's like, man, that sun
Yeah, same here.
almost kicked my ass.
I thought it felt so good. I was driving around with the windows down, the sunroof open. It felt good.
Yeah, we're supposed to hit, I think, 83, 84 on Friday. And
Well,
it's
no, if
saying
we're
each
supposed to
day's
get-
getting a little warmer. However, it's 64 outside right now, so
Right.
I don't know what the
Trying to-
overnight low is supposed to be.
Come on, phone.
It's only supposed to get down to 51 degrees tonight.
Oh, is it? Yeah, we're at 63 right now.
Calling for 79 tomorrow, 83 Thursday, and 82 on Friday.
Yeah, we're still only looking at 70s right now.
I'd rather it be 70s. But at least I got to untarp the car. I'm going to be able to start working on it.
I'm going to do that tomorrow. You said you got a canopy too, don't you? Working out
Yep.
there in the driveway? Yeah.
Yep.
That's the same thing I do. I found one on sale. It's a 10 by 10 that I've been using. It's saved me a few times.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference.
Still sweating, you're just not burning up.
That's right.
Yeah,
Usually all my working's in the afternoon, and that's the side the garage is on, or it's on that side of the garage. So,
yeah, unfortunately mine, the only time my driveway is shaded is early. By about 11 o'clock, there's no shade in the driveway.
that's about the way it is here. Look out in the morning, there's dew on the car. It's like by the time the dew burns off, it's warming up to where it's not that it's not warm enough in the last couple of days. It's been gorgeous. It's been too nice almost.
I think it's been nice since Sunday.
Yeah. We got fire watch, brush fire season.
Oh, I did a fire Sunday because it was just a little chilly. We had a bunch of family over, and I think it turned out to be a beautiful day. I want to get the duster finished before the 90s get here. Yeah, I mean, it sucks to go out there and bake, but that's the only way I have to work on my turd. So, it is what it is. It just sucks to have half the car hanging out, and then you got to put everything away so that it don't get wet, because of the dew and shit.
Yeah.
Then you get everything back out again later that day and work on it again just to put it all back away again. But fun part about working on cars.
Yeah. We'll work with what we got.
Exactly right. I'm not giving up.
Nah, it's saying it's go time now.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I go out in the parking lot and work on cars at work. And man, it's 95 degrees outside. I'm hoping I've got the car turned where the hood is shading me a little bit sometimes, but most of the time,
Right.
no. Or I'm getting inside of a car doing a window regulator or something. It is just frying inside the car.
Remember I was telling you last week about I ordered that ball joint socket, and you were saying you had one?
Yeah.
It still hasn't showed up yet.
Holy shit.
I know.
Which one is it? It's a smaller or the big one?
It's smaller.
Okay.
I was telling wife if I knew it was going to take this long, I would have canceled my order and got a hold of you.
No kidding. It'd probably take 2 days to get there from my house, I bet. Jason's got your address, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I'll get with him tomorrow and see if we can't ship it out real quick. I can probably next day it for the same price.
Yeah, it makes me wonder now how long they're going to take.
Man, there's a couple timing kits that I bought that said it was going to be 2 days shipping, and it took 7 days to get.
Oh,
And
nice.
you can't call and get nothing done about it.
Oh, it's like there's nobody on the other end.
Right. Twisted Mopar, I got power windows in my hot rod too.
I got window cranks in mine. It's weird. Mine only go down halfway. They only come down about this far and they quit.
The
Both
front
sides.
doors,
Both
there's
doors.
got to be something hung up in that track.
They're both doors. So it's
That's
weird,
weird.
because the other Valiant, those roll all the way down, but both of these only roll down about half. I mean, they go down and you can hear them bottom out.
I bet if you open that door up, you'll find something hanging up. They should open all the way. They stopped the.
It sucks pulling it up too. It's almost impossible to do a fast food stop because I got to open
Right.
the door and reach out the.
Dan's asking both Valiants question marks. He didn't know you had two.
Yeah, I got twins. Twin 62s. One has 440 and the other one's with the factory slant push button still. I got them both off my uncle. My uncle would go pick a fight with the slant 6 and then come back and get the 440. Nobody'd think you have two of them.
Shippers are handling shipments until they have enough to ship out on their trucks. So pretty much in a nutshell, they're waiting till everything is full before they move because of the cost of shipping and handling.
As much as you pay for shipping and handling, you think somebody drop it off at your door for you.
Yeah, exactly. That's no shit.
Oh, that socket was only $20, but charged me like $9 just for shipping, and it's only
Yeah.
that big.
Mm.
You know, UPS, you could throw it in the mail. You know, a little box for, you know.
Uh-huh. Well, they have a flat rate box at the post office
Hmm.
that you can pay for, and typically,
If it fits,
you
it
can-
ships.
right, exactly. As long as it's not an explosive or flammable, they don't care.
Pressurized container.
Yep.
No, Dan, just the one Valiant, both windows only come half down, and the other one, they both go all the way down. It's almost like it's factory that way. It's weird.
No, it's not factory. I've worked on a few of those cars.
All right. I'll have to pull the
Definitely
bolt.
not factory.
I tried pulling the window cranks off of it once a while back, and I couldn't get
Yeah.
the clips off of it.
Well,
And I got one of those the clip tools, and I made my own wee little hook, you know. And
you want to hear an ancient Chinese secret? And what is the absolute best tool? A red shop rag.
red shop rag.
Don't tell nobody. You take one of those cloth red shop rags, slide underneath there, and just pull it.
Pull it around
Across.
the radius until it gets the hook.
It grabs it and pulls it right out.
Okay, I see that.
Done that 100 times because there are some times when people put them back together, they put that plastic, it's like an insulator between the door panel and the crank.
Yeah.
They'll put it in the wrong direction and that tool won't touch it.
Okay,
So stick the rag in there, gets it every time.
all right. I'll have to try that.
Just watch it because that son of a bitch will go flying.
Oh, I bet.
Cork beer bottles in the doors,
Possibly
not factory. Patent pending, right? Yeah, I had an old timer show me that trick years and years ago at the junkyard when I was. I pieced my interior together because I originally got it. It was red interior,
Ooh,
and I wasn't having it.
here we go.
So I went to 10 different junkyards for almost one whole summer and finally pieced together, there it is, and pieced together a black interior. Here's Don's trademark.
Yeah. At least she's on the back of the chair. I figured she'd be up my ass.
Right.
I don't think she likes the smell of this Mother's over here.
Ah.
$8.
Yep.
It was either $8 down here at the hardware store or $6 running all the way to Walmart.
Right.
I was back in 12 minutes.
You got a Harbor Freight where you're at?
Yep.
Go down and they have a 3-inch buffer that you can stick in a drill. And that's what I used to polish up my Convo Pros after sitting in the driveway for 10 years. Made them look brand new again.
Yeah, I want
it's a little-
to polish them. I've always liked aluminum slots. It sucks the work you got to put into them, but I'll try.
I
one.
agree. But, again, it kind of goes into that, if you want it to look nice, you have to work at it.
I know.
Period. So I spent probably 4 hours, maybe even 5, polishing all the wheels for the Camaro. And when the car was painted, and I went over that morning at like 6:30 in the morning and threw the wheels on the car, brought a tear to my eye. Oh, what I miss here.
No, and Dizzy stopped down one day. He pulled out back and he unloaded the tires right away just to get everything done and over.
Yeah.
And it's like first thing I did when it hits the ground is I rolled it over to the back of the car to see how it looked. And they stick out about an inch or two. They got just a little bit of that
old school stance.
Yeah, and those G60s, man, they look really good on the back of that.
Oh, yeah.
Raised white letters.
Dakota, if you want to look for more interior parts, depending on what you need, if you go on eBay to Camaro Parts World, he has a link to other Firebird parts, but most of the Firebird interior is the same except where it's stamped Pontiac or got the Firebird on it. But I bought tons of interior parts from him. What did I just do? Stop that. I hate when I do that. Seen mouse evidence. That's not good.
No.
Yeah, Camaro Parts World. I'm pretty sure that's what it was called. But he ships from Cleveland, Ohio. To me, it only took next day. He'd ship one morning and I'd have it that evening.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, it was nice.
Those were the good old days, wasn't it?
Yeah. But he pretty much finds all these Camaros and Firebirds and he just cuts them up into pieces and parts them out. And he'll cut anything out of a car for you. He doesn't care what it is.
Pile of mouse nesting in the trunk. What were they nesting on? Did they bring it in or was it interior? Hope the seats are all right.
My original color of the Camaro was like that burgundy color, red. And with that and the red interior, probably would have looked nice. But that's not the look I was going for, so it had to go. Same thing if I find another GM wagon, like the early model 90s LT1. It's not going to keep the LT1 in it. I don't care if it's a Buick Roadmaster wagon. It's going to have an Impala SS doghouse on it, and it's going to be nasty. We were going to get one, but the guy didn't sell it to us.
I swear they made this lid for this container just that much. They must have made it metric in this can standard because it just don't quite fit.
Yeah.
You almost got to stretch it on there. I don't want it to shit to dry out.
Well, the Mother's is good for getting the rough off. Once you get down to the nitty gritty, just before you get the final shine on it, you can use the Meguiar's on it, like the show car glaze,
Yep.
and it'll make it like a mirror. It'll also protect it longer than what the Mother's will last. Also, it's almost like putting Rain-X on it.
Right.
There was another one. There was another one called Extreme. It's a black plastic container. It's almost like a big wad of cotton, and it's got a pink polish that you polish the wheels with. And only place I've been able to find it is Summit.
Sounds
But,
like Brasso.
What?
Brasso? That's more.
Yeah,
for
almost
fun.
like it. Yeah. But that stuff is amazing, fucking amazing.
I'm not so much worried about getting a super polished on those slots. I just want them clean. I want them to have a nice shine to them, but they don't need to
Yes.
be easy to finish.
Right.
I mean, these front rims, they saying they shined up nice just washing them. Then this Mother's, man, it gives you an optical illusion because of, it's reflected in so many different ways.
Yep.
You almost can't see what the center looks like because it's reflected in so many different directions.
Right.
I can only imagine get them outside in the sunlight.
I use that Mother's on my slots. Oh, the Mother's does work good. Believe me, it does. But there's something about the compound that they use
you
from
need
Extreme.
you need lots of rag though.
Oh yeah. Well, that's why I said that if you go to Old Hobo Freight down there and get that 3-inch buffer, it
Save
cuts
lot
a
of ass.
ton of time out. And they also have the little I don't know, cotton or what is it? Kind of like the buffing pad look, but it's a cone shape that'll get down inside of the holes all the way around the wheel. Mine having the 5-star Convo Pros, I use that cone shaped piece to get down inside of those and the grooves around the wheel. Those sucked.
I can see that being a nightmare.
It was. My thumb and my finger was the sorest part of my hand.
I believe it.
Man,
Yeah.
oh man.
I might have to run up to Harbor Freight in the morning.
That's where I got all my stuff. Yep. Just charge your batteries.
I got 3 batteries for that.
Okay. Yeah, they make a lot of time. They make short work out of it. That's for damn sure. And once you get around to it, look at that Extreme wheel polish. It'll blow your mind.
What extreme wheel polish?
Yep. It's in a black plastic container.
All right.
You won't be sorry.
As nice as it is, I should be working on the car, but these rims showed up, and now I changed my priorities.
You'll
You know how that
have
works.
that.
Yeah, but once they're done, they'll be done.
Exactly. Well, and typically once through the summer, you'll want to hit them again because you'll start to see that dull look to them. That's when you want to go back in with that Meguiar's show car glaze or something like that, just a spray wax.
Yep.
Spray that on there and wipe it down, and it'll protect it a little bit longer.
Like Dan says, save the rims for when the sun goes down. You can't wrench outside.
That's right.
I'm waiting for this ball joint socket to show up.
Yeah, no kidding. That sucks.
I soak those, and I've been hitting the WD-40 half a dozen times now. Just walk by, give everything a shot. Fun part's going to be them lower control arm bushings.
Yeah.
I
Well,
heard they're a nightmare.
they're not too hateful. Get a piece of threaded rod when you put it back together. Getting apart, I mean, you're probably going to have to use an air hammer, but putting them back in, piece of threaded rod and a couple washers, make short work of that too. Me and Jason come up with that when we did the bushings in my car years and years ago.
All right. I've got threaded rod out there.
Yeah, you tighten it down, it'll slowly push them back into place unless you got a ball joint press. Right.
And my brother-in-law's got a 50-ton Harbor Freight press. He said we could work with that, but I don't know.
If you've got enough hook in the A-arm to, go around the base of it, it would definitely help.
Yeah, we'll get it. Nothing like a challenge.
I've got a video somewhere that I did a set of bushings for my buddy's Chevy truck at work, and I couldn't get them out. So I caught the bushings on fire with a torch and let them sit outside and burn.
Let them burn out.
Yep, and I hit it with the air hammer, and they flew out. And then when I put them back together, I used my ball joint press.
We'll get it. Saying I want to get them all cleaned up. I was thinking about putting one of those, how you can reinforce the bottom edge. You put that
piece of steel,
weld a plate across the bottom.
Makes a big difference.
Figure if I'm going to have them off, I might as well. I want to clean them up real nice, paint everything. That way I won't have to ever do it again. Because I'm making it look nice under there. I want to, I'm painting the underneath white, the suspension and everything. I want to do black.
You can paint it, but you're going to drive on the street, you're going to do it again. Guaranteed. I've probably put, I don't know, only about 600-800 miles on my car, and I can already see chips and dings and rattle can parts of the car underneath.
I still got more of that rust encapsulator. I wonder if I paint it with that, because that shit's fucking tough, man.
Well, I know there's I can't remember who makes it, but more research you can do later. But look up the chassis black from, I can't remember who the hell makes it, but it goes on pretty heavy. I can't remember. I think I may have got it off of Amazon. I think. But it goes on really, really heavy. Yeah, like Dan said, you got to go heavy duty with the undercarriage paint. I think I did 2 real good heavy coats on mine. But, 55, 60, 150, whichever, chips are chips.
And it still gets beat up.
Yep. When you're driving on the street, you got to be prepared to go back and touch it up again.
The shocks all the way around, new but
Yeah. Me, I've owned my car for probably 26 plus years, and I've only changed the shocks on it twice. So I've got a set of rear adjustable for it, and then the fronts, I'm not sure if I want to change yet because they're still working.
then these shocks on the back are still good. I was thinking about putting a set of air shocks on it. That way I could, jack them up a little more on the driver's side or whatever.
Yeah, you just got to be careful because it'll beat the car to death.
Yeah, it does stiffen it up quite a bit.
Yeah. Mine had air shocks when I first bought it, and they came off probably, I don't know, probably the following summer. So a year later, probably, I took the air shocks off and put standard shocks back on it.
Yeah, I had a Pontiac Ventura years ago. I had air shocks on it. Ended up caught a piece of gravel in one of the boots, or
Right.
and it was under warranty. I ended up getting another shock, and I saved the lines from the first one, so I run them individually instead of off of one line. That way if I lost a shock, I didn't lose both of them.
Right.
It had oversized tires on it, and saying when I lost the shock, it ended up coming down. The fender was rubbing on the rubber, and yeah, back in the day, hot rod, fancy wheels and make sure it's clean. And
Right. I had a 84 Camaro 5-speed that had no rust on it. And someone put air shocks on it, and it knocked the shock tower out of the floor in the back of that car. There was zero rust under the back of that car.
and it still knocked the mounts out of it.
Yep.
I can believe that. It does.
We welded it back into place and put a set of different shocks back in it.
It does make for a stiff ride, though.
Oh God, bad.
I'll probably work with what I got for now, anyway.
All right. Well, I hate to cut it off here, but I'm going to have to. Abigail wants
Yeah.
to come in here and work on her curtains. So it was
Yeah.
good chatting with everybody. Thanks for coming in here and chatting with me, Don,
Yeah, thanks for letting me
Dakota,
stop.
Dan, and everybody else. It's like we've been slowly losing everybody.
It's getting
But-
that time of night anyway.
Yeah, it definitely was a good live tonight, Dakota. But hopefully Jason's feeling better Thursday and we can get on here and chit chat some more.
All right, we'll look for him.
Oh, hey, Buff, what's happening, dude? Thanks for stopping in, man. We're about to cut her off
Just in
tonight.
time to say goodbye.
Yeah.
I do that
Yeah.
quite a bit. It's like, oh, so and so's live. You get in there and they're like buttoning up. It's like, see you later.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my subs up, man. It's I'm up to like 441, I think. So
Yeah, Wendy's keeping an eye on you.
is she?
She keeps me updated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully I'll hit that 500 here soon, and I'll start hitting more everybody else's lives like I used to.
Yep. Put out that.
Oh, it would ride off of Dakota. But
Yeah.
thanks
Yeah,
everybody for stopping in. I'm going to run, and I will hopefully catch you guys on Thursday. If not, it'll be definitely next Tuesday. So
All right.
everybody
we'll
take it
look for
easy.
See ya.
Later on.